That is a center for the Jivatma to function. Why? Because why this Ahankara or Antakarana has been given, or why the Ahankara has been given, is because there is a Mana and the Indriya. There are Mana and the Indriyas. Because there are Mana and Indriyas, there has to be an Ahankara. If that's a mediator. If that Ahankara is not there, mind doesn't have the direct capacity to absorb the jnanam from the Atma or from the Paramatma. So there has to be a transmitter in between. Is why this Ahankara has to be created. Jivatma has to feel sometimes I am there. Even though many people I have seen, I used to think about it many times, which is right or wrong, I don't know. Many of the people, when I just in television only I am watching, so some of the Swamijis, when they talk, they say, Swami so and so, he doesn't say, I am telling you, Swami is telling you, he says. I think I have told this earlier also. Swamiji is telling, or Swami so and so is telling, or he will never say, I am telling. He will only say Swami is telling. So his principle of being saying that is that he is not the aham or I, he is not using the word aham. But ultimately, even when he tells that Swami is telling, his mind is saying that I am saying. Because he identifies himself as Swami. It's only the play with the words, that's all, nothing other than that. The purpose is not served here. No. Even though I say Swami is telling, suppose I say in place of me, I am saying Swami is telling. Who is telling? I am telling. What is that I, that Swami? Who made you tell that I am the Swami? Is the Ahankara. That's what I said. So this Ahankara, whether I say or Swami say, it's all the same. There is, as far as I am concerned, according to the principle of Upanishad, even if I say that I am not doing a wrong thing, I means my Ahankara will increase, or I am seeing the Swami as a separate word. No, even when I am taking sannyasa, when anybody is taking sannyasa, what he does, he is only detaching himself from others. He does the kriya karma for his living father and mother, for his living sisters, for his living himself. He says, I am doing the karma, kriya karma of so and so, the name. No. If it is me, I say that I am doing the kriya karma of Muralidharan. I will say and do the kriya karma. Then I become the Swami. That means I am renouncing my identity given by the others as a Jivatma born for the purpose of execution of karma, certain karmas. That position I am renouncing is the meaning of it. But he attains another name. You should remember that. After doing, see, what is the purpose? There is no purpose actually. No. It's only the mental satisfaction or a sort of identity being separated from that. That's all. Then he calls himself as Swami Bhutananda. Okay. This, what difference is there, Muralidharan or Swami Bhutananda? How does it make a difference? If a Brahmacharya, for a Brahmacharya that doesn't make any difference. You call me Muralidharan, it doesn't matter. I am the Bhutananda. I change my name into Bhutananda and making myself understandable as a separate unit from the ones who have been executing those karmas as when my name was that. Is the principle. In principle, it's okay, it is nice. But does it change the status? That's what I'm asking. It's a deep thinking on that. Does it change the status? I am seeing all the missionaries, all the Swamis and things like that. No, they all put the name for a different name. Fine, it is good actually, it's okay. So that he is not reminded of his past. Is it not? Why the name is changed? When somebody calls me as Muralidharan or Murli, I will remember my past days. Somebody calls me as Bhutananda, I will remember only from the day I am Bhutananda. My memories goes only up to that, is it not? is a purpose. That means, what does it mean actually? I am really forcing myself. Let me put another way of doing it. Forcing myself to forget that what I had been doing. Why should I do it? I was a Jivatma. I have been born as a Jivatma. I executed my karmas. I had experimental experiences. Then at a point of time, I took my sannyasa. And after taking sannyasa, I am like this. The status doesn't change. That's the ahankara. Why I said all these things is that one should understand very clearly the principle of it. Don't get carried away with things. Okay. We all say that. Okay. They call themselves as Swami Shivananda, Swami Bodhananda, Swami Chinmayananda, Swami this Ananda, that Ananda. Ananda. Ultimately it is Ananda that matters, you see. Whether you call by any other name doesn't matter. A name is only for identifying a Jivatma who has got a Sharira and Mana. That's all. It's only for the identification of that. If that identity, if I being this name, with this name, if I become a Parabrahma Sakshatkari, for me it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make me inferior if you call me Muralidharan, or it doesn't make me superior calling me someone else, Swami or Maharshi, Tapasvi, Jnani, Guru, whatever you call, it doesn't make any difference. Why? Because my status is Parabrahma Sakshatkari, Parabrahman. How does it make a difference? It is for you, this identity is required. For me, that identity is no more required. Why I have put my name as this? For others to know. Is it for me to know? Do I tell me every day, look, hey, you are so and so in the morning? Do we say that? No. We don't have to. It is for others to know. So how does it matter to you? You are getting me what I am saying. By changing the name, I am not changing my status. This is what I am trying to tell that. By changing my name, I am not changing my status. By having the same name, I can change my status. It's called the Vairagya. Now you got the purpose of Vairagya. Is it true Vairagya when I am talking about it? The true Vairagya is that let anybody call anything to me. Doesn't matter. I am so and so. I know what it is. That aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. That's all. Aham is the Vaishwanaram. I am the Vaishwanaram. I am the Agni. I am the Agni Tattva. That status I have to bring in for that purpose. The renunciation is not that I am separating something from me. Why I started all this is because of that. So like the name, I am not separating my being here as a Jivatma. No. Then what I am? I am diluting my experimental experiences into my own Vaishwanara inside me. I am not detaching them. I am not throwing them away like we think that renouncing is taking away from me. Not having desire or not having attachment. I always use the word attachment and attraction. Not to have attachment and attraction. Who has the attachment and attraction? The ego has got the attachment and attraction. That's called the Antakarana or the ego center. That's why the ego center or Antakarana. That's what is called the ego center. That ego center has got the attachment and attraction. Atma doesn't have any attachment and attraction. It doesn't have any ownership. It is the ego who has got it. Ego means the ego that connects with the mind and the Indriyaas have got the attachment and attraction. But the ego which is representing the Ishvara doesn't have any attachment and attraction. Ego has got two parts. When I say I would like to be a tapasvi, automatically I do not have any attachment and attraction to anything. The same I. When he takes sannyasa, when he goes as a tapasvi, when he is a maharshi is also born to a parent, is it not? Tell me, who is a maharshi? Who has got a sharira? If he has got a sharira, he has to be born from a mother only. That is why I always tell, there was a discussion, I wrote a big article in Facebook to somebody. I don't know, it's still there I think. or somewhere. Yes. Or in, yes, I think it is there, yes. I have written that, I don't know whether you have seen or not. I have written there that somebody wanted to have, some woman said that why women are inferior to men or something like that. So, some clarification. So, somebody asked, will you please clarify why this is like that or something like that. So, I gave only 4 lines or then little explanation on that is that first of all, why do you want to have equanimity with men? Why not have it? So I said to the women, why do you want to have equanimity with a man? Is my first question. Question to question answer. Second is that if you want to have it, please have, provided you are satisfied with the following ones. Then I told that, first of all, when I said about Maharishi being born, I remember. First point, the men that what you are calling as have all been born from a lady only, from a woman only. Who is superior? Who is superior? Who is superior? Second, every child, whether it is a girl or a boy, has been brought up by the mother only, up to the Balyavastha. The giving annam, making them learn to walk, to talk, to sleep, to do naughty things, everything is taught by mother. Who is a guru? Is a mother. Is there anybody bigger than guru? No. So, is she bigger? Second is bigger. Third one. Who has got the quality of sacrifice for the Jivatma that she has brought? Only mother has got it. Who is bigger? Dhanam. Who is bigger? After that, who has got the attachments, emotions, even if one loses one's life, the emotional, even in the life as a Jivatma, one can give everything and pardon everything. That means Chama. Height of Chama is only where? Only in the mother. Do you want to remain in that, or do you want to degrade yourself to this? Is what I asked. You want to degrade? You want to equanimity? No. I want to be a laborer. I want to take pickaxe and dig a hole. I don't want to be a jnani or keep preaching Upanishad. It's equivalent to that. Tell me. People are talking about equanimity. No, women has got brains. Nothing. Fools they are. For asking for equanimity. Is it not? Now tell me, I'm proving it. Who is me? Their equanimity. Here what equanimity? There is no equanimity. I think here equanimity is considered to be only financial or the money, wealth, material. This is how we are thinking. But who is really big? In Prakriti, Prakriti is big. In Prakriti, Prakriti is big. When it becomes Purusha only, Prakriti merges into Purusha, and there is no equanimity required also. Then the requirement is also gone, is not, so long it is in the Prakriti. Who is big? Is what I asked. Is it not true? Who is a man who doesn't pray to his mother? Which man? Who is this man? I think very less. Maybe when they grown up, they may not, but in the small, as a bala, everyone clings to the mother, prays to the mother. In short, prays to the mother. Who is big? So they all want to, no, we don't want that. We want to come down. We don't want Swarga near Mahavishnu. We want to have Naraka, Nara. Is it not a wonderful principle? Have you ever heard it? Or have you ever thought it being women? No. You see, this is it. Never ask for women's lip, women's... I always say women's rib. do you want? Lib. How can you get liberated from these responsibilities and superiority? You cannot. God has created you only for that. To have this. Is it why we Hinduism have got absolutely wonderful principles? Why people are not thinking? We pray to goddess. Ma, we call it. Mata. Who killed the Asuras? No, Kali, Mata killed. Who has got Shakti? Mata has got Shakti. Shakti is her only, she only. But I am not talking about those people who are talking about the equanimity and the wealth equanimity or the power of something else, whatever it is. I am not talking about those women. I cannot call them as women. Well, that's not the subject at all. Where did we go? So the subject was Maharishi. Tapasvi, Jnani also born from the lady only. What that means, what I am trying to tell you is that he has a detachment. After becoming a tapasvi, even though it is the mother who has given birth, the capability of detaching has been given only to the man, in the sense, to the son, to the child. The mother is always detached. Even if he is a Maharishi, the mother is detached and she will always say, my son took sannyasa and he is a Maharishi today. He will say that. Is it not? Any examples? I used to be knowing one couple in, you must be knowing also. They are no more here. He was working with the United Bank manager or something. One Tata was there, no? Yes, one Tata and his wife, elderly couple. Her son is a sannyasi somewhere. So when we go to her house, she has kept his son's photograph in the puja and she does puja to him. Mother does puja to him because she is doing a puja to a sannyasi. So she took me there and she said that, look, he is my son. He is my son, but he is a sannyasi. But I have to do puja to the sannyasi, but he is my son. You see, that relationship of the son remains with the mother because her responsibility is only up to that. Is why the woman has been created. She cannot become the sannyasi. It's not that women cannot take sannyasa. It doesn't mean that. A mother who is thinking that as I am a mother cannot take sannyasa. That means the one who has got an emotional attachment cannot take sannyasa, whether it is a father or mother. It doesn't mean that. There is no sex there. So what I am trying to tell is that she still claims him as the son. So she is never wanting to take sannyasa because she would like to have the ownership of the position of the mother only. She found it is superior for her. That's Prakriti. Fine, absolutely okay. So what I am trying to tell you is that, so she is not detaching herself, even though she says he is a sannyasi, but I am a mother, is what she says. What is it? Is it? You understood? Whereas he could do detachment from the mother, so he has become a sannyasi saint. Because he is a walker in the Brahmacharya patham. That's why he took the sannyasa part of it. Sannyasa is that Satyanveshana, where absolute renunciation has taken place, where there is no value for any attachment and attraction. But remember one thing. Adi Shankaracharya, he has a mother, he has a wife, he has a mother. Yes, he in the Parakaya Samparka, in the Parakaya Praveshna, when he has done, then he had a wife also. One should say that. For 1 year, 1.5 years, he was done the Parakaya Pravesha of the king, and he learned the Kama Sutra from the wife of the king who died, and he did the Paragaya Pravesha in him. Then only the jnaanam could be completed and the Mandan Mishra's wife could be explained about the worldly, worldly. It's Kama Sutra. Explained. She asked the questions about she knew that how to defeat Adi Shankara. There was no way. So asked about Kama Sutra. He did not know. He wanted the time. Then he goes and then he does the Paragaya Pravesha into a dead king. So he acted as a king. He being a king, then he experienced it and tells that. So Adi Shankaracharya, being a saint, sannyasi, renounced everything and became an absolute. We know that Adi Shankara is one of the examples today. We talk about the person who has done lots of kritis and who is a Parabrahman himself. He is an embodiment, or he is an avatar of the Ishvara only. There's no other, no doubt about it. So he being a sannyasi, he has detached himself from all the relations of the worldly relationships. The mother, he has only the mother. Father passed away much earlier and left to us mother. Even with the mother, he has detached. He had no, attachment towards that, emotional attachment towards that. But being Adi Shankara, having a Sharira and Mana, being a Kaya, Sharira, he always conscious that he is also born from a mother. Is why at the time of departure of Mata's Atma, he comes back to do the last rites of the mother about few days before her death, and he calls her as mother. He lives with her for those 2-3 days, chanting shlokas, mantras and appearing to her as Lord. Everything is being done. Called her as mother. The position that she has attained during the process of the jiva is still maintained as that, and he calls her as mother only. Why? Because there is a big principle, a saint calling her as a mother, biggest saint today known to us. Many people might ask, or I myself have asked, being a saint, why he should call her as mother? He can say some Devi, he can say goddess. No, pray to her and then call her that. Why did he call her Mata? Mata Annapurneshwari. He calls her as Mata. Why he has called her as mother? Being a saint, why this relationship has come there was my question to myself. I was contemplating all this. Then I got the answer. It is not that. Why he has called her as mother is that even though he doesn't have any attachment to her in the worldly matters or in the worldly affections he is a man who is a renounced saint, no doubt about it. Absolutely a renounced saint. As far as he is concerned, he has nothing to do with her. She being the mother who has given the birth to this child, who has got the body and mind, still a part of me, even though I am a saint, even though I am a Brahmacharya, a part of me, external part of me, still belongs to her, from whom I have come, from whom this body and this mana has come. Having this body and mana with me, holding on to me, I have to give the respect to the manufacturer of this body and mind. Even though my Atma is Parabrahman, but I have holding the Sharira and doing certain karmas in the world. Even today he is doing karmas because he is writing books, he is doing the corrections to the Vedas, and he does a lot of preaching, everything is, these karmas are being done. So that karma yogi in him belongs to her. So that karma yogi, see, only saints can do it. I am not calling, Adi Shankara is not calling her as mother, but my part of karma yogi is calling her as mother, has to be called as mother. Got it? He has divided himself into two parts. His karma yogi calling her as mother, and he calls her as mother. And at a point of time, when she understood, till when he has called her as mother, only up to one point. There are certain shlokas we have got, I think we all know that. I have given, and we have read it also, that while dying, what are the chanting he does, all the mantras being chanted and all that. So when those mantras have been chanted, till that time, she was a lady, a mother, who has got this ahankara in her, that I am the mother of Shankara. This ahankara was there. And when he chanted these shlokas, at the end of the shloka, she, being a mother of Adi Shankara, naturally, who cannot, you see, you cannot mother, somebody cannot mother Adi Shankara, somebody cannot mother Vishnu, somebody cannot mother Shiva, Lord Shiva. An ordinary person just cannot do it. The one who can mother them, he has got certain virtues in her in the previous janma. It's why she has carried him. Otherwise, ordinary persons cannot do it. So naturally, what happens at the fag end of the life? That evoking the sannyasa in her has come. When the sannyasa in her has come, at the point of departure, her ahankara is wanting to dilute to the Parabrahman. Wanting to dilute. She knew there is an ahankara. I am calling Shankara, my son. She's calling Shankara, my son. Then she knew that there is ahankara. So it was time for her to go. When the time came for her to go, to depart, the body to depart, her consciousness has told her that, look, why you are still having hold in the earthly, feelings and emotions. That ahankara in her told that, is what we interpret. Ahankara in her might have told her that this is what is happening, so immediately she wanted to release the ahankara. She wanted to release the ahankara. When she wanted to release the ahankara and merge with the Paramatman, there is only one way, that I have to release the ahankara, then only I can merge with the Parabrahman. So when she wanted to release the ahankara and release the ahankara and relieve from the ahankara, get relief from the ahankara, she told Shankara. Then she did not call him as son. The last word was, Shankara, show me your true form, so that I get relieved from this ahankara of me, is what she said. Hey Shankara, she calls, not son Shankara. Hey Shankara, Shankara is the real Shankara. Show me the true form of yours, so that I get relief from this ahankara of me, so that I can merge in you, is what she wants to tell. At that point of time, Adi Shankara showed his real form of Shankara to her, to mother. Then she loses, she goes off and her prana is lost. This is not new. In Bhagavatam, there is again story of that Mahavishnu is being born to someone and things. Anyway, the stories will go like that. So this is what I am trying to tell you, that the relationship, you understand that? Till then that relationship was there. When the ahankara has to merge with the Parabrahman, then the renunciation of the ahankara has to be left. So the renunciation, for a Maharishi, for a tapasya, for a jnani, it's for him, it is easy for him to detach. It's easy for him to detach, and then he becomes the Parabrahma Jnani. So there, his ownership of me is not there, mine is not there. He being a Jnani at one point of time, if necessary, he can identify himself as the Sharira part of it, Karma Yogi part of it, and the Brahmacharya part of it. So this can be done. This is possible. So he still can respect his mother, nothing wrong in it, being a sannyasi. His Karma Yogi part of it will have a thanks to her, will have a respect to her, will have a regard to her. Whereas he is a Brahmacharya, he is a Brahmatattva-jnani, and he is a Brahman himself. Till he vanishes from he renounces his body, he has that regard and respect to the mother, even though he calls her as a mother, he will see the mother as another Jivatma only. Another Jivatma who is responsible for making my body and Sharira, body and mana. That's all. Is a mother. Not that emotion what we are thinking as a mother. He doesn't have that. She dies in presence of him, he will not cry. Because it is not she dying. It's a Sharira who is dying, the Atma is, he can see. And when the Atma comes, there is no mother and son. Nothing. There are no such relationships there. Where there is no ego. Where there is an ego, then only a relation. What I am trying to tell you is that where there is an ego, then only a relationship is there. That mind, possessiveness and the relationship is built up. Is what I am saying, that detachment of attachment and attraction. When I always tell about the attachment and attraction, is that concerning to the ego. Ego is necessary, ego will be there. As I told you, even Adi Shankara, if you convert into that, it's an ego only. Calling mother as a mother is an ego. Nothing other than that. When I call somebody as a mother, I am qualifying myself as a son. It's an ego only. That ego is a karma yogi. It's a karma yogi of the yogi. But a yogi doesn't have anyone, because the ultimate, that's the truth. This principle has to be very clearly understood, otherwise there will be confusion and complication. I hope you understood what I mean to say. So the jnanam is that when I acquire this jnanam, the relationship will have the true meaning of it. Now people do not have the meaning of the true relationship. It is only ego, possessiveness and emotion and unwanted attachment for the benefit of the self. Selfishness. Is today's attachment and attraction what we are doing? Because a lot of expectations are there. Is the attachment and attraction. But for a Brahmajnani, for a Brahmatattva-jnani, it is not, will not be there. Even though those things are there. As a sannyasi, even though he takes a sannyasa, he does the kriya karmas of him, even then, would he forget his mother? Can you believe it? It's not possible. It is there. But he will remember the mother as not like the ordinary man remembering the mother. He will remember as her, as the Punyatma, who has given the janma to my Sharira and Karma in order to execute my karma. So my thanks to the Annapurneshwari, equivalent to goddess. There is a big difference there. That's it. That's the status of mother. That's the true status of mother. Who is sannyasi's mother? The sannyasi looks at the mother as Prakriti. As a normal human being looks at the mother as a woman. Sannyasi, Adi Shankara looked at his mother as the Prakriti. When the Prakriti wanted to release herself, I convert that. The Prakriti wanted to release herself from the Prakritika emotional attachment and the function of the Prakriti, her ego center is wanting to do that. At that point of time, Prakriti said, now, from where I have come, Purusha, from the Purusha only Prakriti has come. Hey, Shankara, appear yourself so that I can merge with you. So with the permission of the Shankara appears to her. So her ego center, the Prakriti's ego center dilutes in Shankara. So this is what the process takes place. Now, where is the mother, where is the son? You've got the relationship. Understand the relationship properly. Then there will be no complication. The possessiveness, the ego, the selfishness, these petty materialistic benefits only create all these problems in relationship. Yes, that's why it is called as a relationship. Because it is a relative term. That's all. Because it is a relative term, it is called as a relationship. Otherwise, there should be ownership. Is it not? There should be ownership. Why it is relationship, it is only relative term. It's why the true name is Bandhanam. Sanskrit word is much beautiful than the English word. English word is related to, he is telling. Here he says that bandhanam. Bandhanam is what? Tying up. Bandhanam. Not at all free. So if you want to have freedom, bandhana mukti has to be there. Pasha mukti has to be there. Bandhana mukti has to be there. See, bandhana mukti. So long you are bandhana, having the bandhana, you have to be within the limits of the bandhana that you have created. The rope. What is the limit? The rope. So long the elasticity of the rope is there, you can expand your hands. When the elasticity is no more there, you cannot expand beyond that. Is the bandhana. To get the shackle, release from the shackles of the bandhana is the only way to release the sharira and mana. Consciousness of the sharira and mana has to be renounced. Not the sharira and mana. One need not to like to go and stand, okay, I want to renounce myself. Go and stand in the middle of fire, sati. Does it have any meaning? There's no meaning in it. Renunciation is again the status of mind. When I am representing Paramatman, Parabrahman, I am not conscious about the Sharira and Mana. Even a Parabrahman takes Manushya Rupa. Many of the avatars take Manushya Rupa. Dasha Avataram, each one is an avatar of Manushya Rupa only. So the gods also, I mean the Punyatma, the absolute jnanam, the absolute truth also takes a form and shape of a sharira in order to execute certain karmas. Can be done, there's nothing wrong. But why? And when they do that, the consciousness is absolutely aware, the absolute consciousness of the jiva, of the Paramatma is absolutely aware that I have taken a sharira for the purpose of execution of karma, but the sharira doesn't belong to me. I am using the sharira of Krishna, I am sharira of Rama, I am sharira of Parashurama, or no, things Vamana. That's all. Does he have any attachment to Vamana? No. Does he have any attachment to Parashurama? No. Any attachment to Rama? Any attachment to Krishna? Nothing. Who has attachment? People have got the attachment to Krishna. Krishna, Vishnu doesn't have any attachment to Krishna Rupam. Nothing. He has taken it for temporary purpose, has been used it and thrown it out. That's all. You look to the Vishnu, you look it's a representative. That's all. A representative vigraha. So, what I am trying to tell you is that the enjoyment of the nectar is when the enjoyment of the jnaanam, when it comes, the truth. Why I explain all these things is that you should be perfectly aware what is jnaanam and why this jnaanam is required. If I do not have the perfect jnaanam, I will not be in a position to identify what is called relationship and what is called renunciation. As I told you, we all had an impression as a renunciation or Vairagya means something being taken away, giving away from me. No. This is what I wanted to prove. I am coming to the gist of it. Renunciation and Vairagya doesn't mean taking away from me, but diluting them into me, in the jnanam, in the Vaishvanara in me. That is why we always tell that the Sarvam Brahmamaya, even in the Visha, even in the Kalakuta Visha, with the Halala Visha, there is Ishvara. We have told that, no, we have in one of those chapters we have mentioned about that. The Virya of the Visha, in the Visha, is me, is what God said. The Virya of the Visha, which kills the man, which kills the Jivatma. Why it kills? The poison kills. It's not the poison that kills, it's the Virya of the poison that kills. That Virya, he said, is me. Bhagavan said, it's me. So in everything, there is God. So how can we renounce something outside? Where is this poison? The poison is also in me. The nectar is also in me. So long my nectar quantity is more, the poison is diluted in the nectar. When my poison quality is more, the nectar is diluted into poison. Is why it is known as relationship, relative term. When the jnanam increases in me, Vairagya increases in me, jnanam increases in me, Vairagya increases in me. The more and more I become a jnani, the more and more I become the absolute jnani, the detachment takes place. The more and more I have got ignorance, attachment takes place. Why? Because ignorance needs to be dependence. Ignorance is dependent on something. So one needs dependence. One wants security. A jnani doesn't require security, because which security you will look for? An ignorant looks for security in where? In the jnanam. And jnani looks security where? There's a beautiful song in that movie, Anand or something. No? What is it? Not Anand. What is it? Amar Prem. Maji jo naav dubaye to kaun bachaye. Jnani, where will the jnani go? Jnani is jnanam. So he doesn't require any relationship. He doesn't require any security. He doesn't require anything else. He is the one. So who is one? Ignorant is the one looking for the security of the jnanam. What is security? Jnanam. The one is a jnani, doesn't require a security. So always an ignorant is the one who is dependent on the material benefits of it. So is why a tapasvi, a maharshi or a great jnani are known as punyatmas, great noble men. Why? Because they are nothing other than absolute parabrahman. Even though they have a sharira and mana, they might be functioning as that. They are all in order to make the jivatmas progress into that, but their appearance and external behavioral pattern and external appearance and external outlook and external functions as karmas, it is not their karmas. They are only executing for the purpose of the upliftment of others, but as far as they are concerned, they are not at all attached with this. Why? Because they are the absolute jnanam. For them, everything is a Vairagya. They know that nothing is. I told you earlier also in one of my talks in one of our classes that nothing in this world vanishes or gets destroyed. Even though we have a term called destruction, death, vanishing, or disappearing. When something disappears, it changes its form and shape, that's all. The water evaporates, water disappeared from this one, but doesn't mean the water is not there. It is there in one form or the other. So, dilution. So what I am saying is that renunciation, that what you are doing, it is being diluted into jnanam. Bhagavan Shiv could drink, the Puranas told to us that during the Kshirosagar Manthana, Bhagavan took the Hala Visha to him and he did not die. If it is a Hala Visha and if he has taken it, others were scared of taking it. Why he did not die? Why others were scared of dying it? Why others were scared not taking it? Because they thought they will die. Because there's a poisonous Visha in the universe. Why? Because they had the fear. Ignorance part of them was still there. They were looking for security of the jnanam. Whereas here, representation of Bhagavan Shiv in that position, Bhagavan is full of jnanam only. The virya of the Visha has been created from the jnanam only. In order to create a bomb, you require a jnanam. In order to create a medicine, also you create jnanam. In order to create an aeroplane, you require a jnanam. In order to cook a food, you require jnanam. So the Visha in the Hala Visha has been created by the jnanam that is there in the Lord Shiva. So when he took that Hala Visha into him, that Visha which has come from the jnanam has diluted in the jnanam and it became the jnanam. So he did not die. Who died? Disappeared. Who disappeared? Visha disappeared. Into what? Into the jnanam from where it has come. Water disappeared into the atmosphere from where it has come. Is the water there or not? It is there. But water cannot be identified. Water is no more heavy matter in the Akasha. It is a lighter material there which cannot be separated and which is by which the atmosphere has not got any changes in. Same way Bhagavan Shiv did not have any changes in him by taking the Visha. Why? Because he was an embodiment of jnanam, absolute jnanam and absolute truth. From the truth only the false has come. When the false is vanished, the false vanishes and dilutes into the truth. False vanishes, dilutes into the truth. Is it not? False is not thrown out or taken out. In a court of law, when it is discussed by two lawyers, one is guilty, another is not guilty. The guilty being arguing about the guilty being not guilty and the not guilty being as guilty. And the right lawyer, the one who is supporting the right person, he is representing that as a truth and the other one as a false. At one point of time, one wins. Forget about the process. I am telling only the process. One is argued out. When one is argued out, the one which is argued out merges into the argued one. That's all. That's why it is called winning one. Become one. O-N-E-1, W-O-N-1. Satya, Asatya. Will get merged into the Satyam. So Asatyam vanishes into Satyam because Asatyam has come from the Satyam only. From Asatyam, Satyam has not come. From Satyam, Asatyam has come. So when Asatyam vanishes, when Asatyam dilutes, it dilutes into Satyam only. Misrepresentation of Satyam is Asatyam. Misrepresentation of Asatyam is not Satyam. Right? Misrepresentation of Satyam is Asatyam. So that misrepresentation is missed, so representation will be there. Oh, Shanti. We'll tell the next shloka 2. 3-2. 3-1. 3-2. Okay.
गुरु जी, जब शिव जी ने लिया था वो हलाहल विष, तो लिखा पढ़ा था हमने कि उनका कंठ नील हो गया, इसलिए उनको नीलकंठ कहा जाता। तो ये बात गलत है क्या?
Nothing is wrong. Well, that is again Purana. When I am talking principles, I am talking about the dilution part of it. Only to express the dilution part of it, I told about the Lord Shiva and taking it. Neela Kantha is that the Kantha becomes Neela in the sense that has got various explanations. Kantham is the one which expresses the knowledge because through the words. So when it gets diluted into the Kantham means the dilution of the knowledge is connected with the throat where it is being spoken. Knowledge is spoken, knowledge is distributed through words, through the mouth, through the kantha is one explanation. Second is that the visha that a jnani takes will not go into the digestion of the digestive system as he doesn't have a body in order to digest that. For him, digestion is not necessary as he doesn't have a body to get destroyed. So only he has got the upper chakras. The upper chakras are Sahasra Chakra, Agya Chakra and Throat Chakra. From Heart Chakra onwards is all connected with the Sharira. These are the celestial chakras. When the celestial chakras are there, the Visha, which is known as the Visha, there, even though it is not a liquid, that Visha, even though it is representatively shown as a liquid, the Visha is that the negativities in the atmosphere, negativities in the mind, the ocean, the Milky Ocean is nothing but the human mind. When you churn the human mind, the negativities will come out, and then only the positivities comes, and many things from there it will come from the thoughts. So that negative part in the function of the universe as a universe is called churning of the Milky Ocean. So from there many things will come. So those things which are very destructive is known as the poison. That destructive can be diluted by the one who has got the jnaanam, who is a positivity, is nothing but something equivalent to a disciple comes to a guru and asks him a question that, hey Guru, tell me, is there a Parabrahman? How can I know what is a Parabrahman? He is a Visha. Because it is ajnanam, ignorance is equivalent to Visha. What he does? The Guru immediately takes that question, swallows it. Is the Visha being taken? Then that Visha is converted into the jnanam, and he speaks it out with explanation. What is Parabrahman? Is that Visha getting diluted? Got it? Is Neela Kanta. Now when you look at him, if you see Neela, fine, Neela. Neela is only a representation given for us to make an idea that it remains only here, it doesn't go into a part of digestion. It is not that he takes it and goes into the digestive part. It need not be digested. Why? Because it is not a matter. The Visha is not a matter. It is the principle of Visha there. That's why he said, the Vairagya of the Visha, not the Visha. The Vairagya of the Visha which kills the man is me, is what he said, Bhagavan said. So it's not the Visha. It's not the diluted part of it, or it is a air. So that when it is taken as a, the Vairagya from that is extracted. The Shakti from that is extracted, Visha is removed. Like we deactivate a bomb. When a bomb is deactivated, the bomb looks the same. But it does, even if it explodes, it is not dangerous. Why? Because it is deactivated. It's a principle of deactivating the Visha and swallow. Swallowing means deactivating. When it is deactivated, what happens? Even though the Visha from that, Shakti from that has been taken place, and it has been diluted with certain things. That's why deactivation takes place. But when it is put into concentrated form and activated for the purpose of explosion, it becomes dangerous. When it deactivated, it is no more dangerous. Neither that is dangerous, nor the part that has been taken out from that is also not dangerous. Why? Because it has not been utilized. It's a Visha. So when it comes to the jnanam and converted into the jnanam and spoken to the person, this Visha has been converted into jnanam. This ignorance has been converted into jnanam. The status of the ignorance has become the status of the jnanam. So where is the ignorance gone? Diluted into jnanam, that's all. Nothing other than that. The ignorance has been diluted into jnanam, gave you back. You gave me ignorance, I'm just telling you and me, nothing like that. You gave me ignorance, suppose, presume. So I convert it into jnanam and gave you back. Yours is yours, that's all. That ignorance has been converted and it is with you only. Is what is called the Visha Nilakantha. Oh, Shanti. Is that principally one has to understand. The Puranas are right, but they are stories. No, now, like this, the doubts will come. But in principle, when you look at it, neither it is a liquid nor there is a Nila here. Representation is that, no, these are the representations. Right? That's good. No, that's one way of teaching, Otherwise, how to tell them? If somebody who doesn't know about this, if you tell them it is Greek. No? Om Shanti.